What are we again? The new vibe, right?
What? Yeah.
Okay, we're the new vibe.
Should we keep that in?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Should I edit that out or what?
No, that's good. That's raw and uncut. That's how we want it. Right? We're the new vibe.
So, we're going to talk about random shit. Oh, cool. It is playing random videos. That's awesome.
And it's with advertisements. Everyone loves that.
So, first thing we're going to talk about is ISIS questions that they use to recruit people. So, it says the forms are tied to one of the world's most relieved, barbaric, ruthless terrorist organizations, and apparently they also function of bureaucracy. That's interesting. 122 pages of documents it claims to get from an ISIS defector. Lines to be filled out. A black ISIS flag is neatly stamped on the right corner, with private stamped at the bottom.
Well, at least they had they did it nicely and neatly.
Yeah, the words include answers to simple questions like the would-be militant's birth date, blood type, address, marital status, and countries visited. Others are slightly more specific and speak to the organization they want to join, like the person's religiosity or Sharia level, jihad experience, and their level of obedience.
Wait, obedience in ISIS.
What?
Those things don't seem to match.
What is a jihad experience? Does that mean are you an experienced suicide bomber?
Yeah, you probably experienced.
Did you do 9/11? No.
That'd be Jeb Bush. He'd fit in perfect.
Yeah.
Great.
He would do very well there. I wonder if he's involved.
I bet he is.
I wonder what he thinks of George Bush.
Oh, wait, did I say Jeb Bush? I meant George Bush.
Yeah. Well, I wonder what they think of each other. Alright, so here's the actual items. First and last name, assumed name, mother's name, blood type, date of birth, nationality, marital status, address and place of birth, education, Sharia or religious level, previous job, countries visited, point of border entry, date of entry, who recommended you, previous fighter or suicide attacker, field of speciality, current working place, personal properties you're leaving behind, the level of obedience, address for future communication, date of death and place. What?
It doesn't seem to work that way, I don't think. Is that what?
What?
I'm confused already. Is ISIS just really stupid and doesn't understand that when you die you're like dead? Or am I not understanding this article?
I think they're just being stupid. I think that's what it is. Alright. So let's look at this. 5 dead as gunmen shoot up backyard cookout in Pennsylvania. I actually heard about this morning. So apparently they were having like a cookout and 4 people were killed on the scene, and then another person died at the hospital, and 4 of them were women.
Oh.
And they think it's 2 gunmen, and they haven't found them yet.
Spooky.
Oh god, one of them was 7 months pregnant.
So essentially more than, 4 people? 5 people? 6 people? Because...
Like, why you gotta kill pregnant women? Like, just leave them alone.
Maybe he just thought she was kind of chubby or something.
That's, so it happened in Pittsburgh. I'm assuming Pennsylvania. Yeah. Waiting with
Pittsburgh, New Hampshire, way up in New Hampshire.
30 bullets. When I heard it this morning, they said like 8 shots, not 30. But, you know.
What was the motive?
They don't have a motive yet.
So that's, because they don't know anything. But what makes you want to, unless you were hired as like a hitman?
They think what happened is it was an argument, and then it erupted into killing 5 people.
30 bullets and 5 people's lives.
2 remain in critical condition, which is fun. Must find better ways to stop gun violence. That's cool. Alright, moving on. North Korea fires 2 short-range missiles. That's great. So North Korea fired 2 short-range ballistic missiles early Thursday, according to the South Korean military, as already heightened tensions in the peninsula continue to worsen. So basically what's happening is North Korea is becoming more and more of a shit show, to the point where they're actually launching things just into the ocean for shits and giggles. Like, they just want to have a bit of a laugh. And they're like just shooting shit into the ocean, which is really interesting because I didn't even think they had the money to create missiles because they're too busy like putting up fucking statues of Kim Jong-un's dick.
Yeah.
Like, that's all they do is they think of him like God, and then, like, apparently he doesn't. Did you see one time they said he didn't have to like use the bathroom?
What do you mean?
They like the people in Korea are told he doesn't have to use the bathroom
Because he's just too good.
He's that powerful that he doesn't have to use the bathroom.
Wow, that stinks.
I know.
I will say that the movie The Interview made me see I don't know. That's
the humor in it.
Yeah, it is kind of. It was an okay movie. It's pretty funny.
I didn't like the part where he was shoving shit up his asshole. Remember that?
The thing, he had to like shove
the pod.
spy stuff.
Yeah. Like, why? There was no point. And then they just like their whole country as a whole just needs to kind of be taken out. Like
that's probably gonna happen.
They don't even like there's so many people that are just in prison camps and like not being fed.
Mm-hmm.
And like they can't consistently power their homes. Like where does their money go? Like if they have any at all, where does it go?
Maybe we should go on vacation in North Korea. That sounds fun.
I think someone did that and they got stuck there for like 20 years.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be surprised at all.
Yeah.
I bet it's happened a lot, actually.
That sounds like a fun trip to take. Hi, Michael. I'm so glad you decided to try out Gmail.
Oh, sweet.
Andy likes that you tried out Gmail.
What's Gmail?
What is a Gmail? Alright. Obama's approval is up to 50%.
It doesn't matter now, because, you know.
Which is the highest since 2013. So, what?
Average job approval.
His average was 47%. Among Democrats, Obama's approval increased from an average of 81% to last year to 87% last week, but his approval among Republicans stayed almost the same, inching up from 10% last year to 11%.
11% of. How does any Republican like Obama?
What do you think of him?
It's politics.
What do you think?
What do I think of Obama?
Yeah.
I don't like much of the stuff he did. But I'm not super educated in that stuff, but from what I know, I don't really like what he's done.
Yeah, I don't know a lot about it either, but from what I can see, like, basically the presidential race, at least on the Republican side right now, just seems like a big fucking joke.
Well, yeah, and the people who aren't a joke have no chance.
Like John Kasich, like they're talking like Marco Rubio and Donald Trump are like making dick jokes, and Ted Cruz is screaming, and John Kasich's sitting there like, what is going on? Am I at a kindergarten? Am I the teacher right now? Because it looks like he's trying to wrangle a bunch of tards. Like he's a fucking tard wrangler.
Tard wrangler.
That's what he is at this point. That's called being a special ed teacher.
Well, that's
edgy.
True. Edgy. Well, it is an edgy podcast. That's exactly what Will said.
He did.
That it's an edgy podcast.
Yeah. We should get him next time. That'll be interesting.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious. That'd be great.
Because he'd just say a bunch of random shit. But, like, the whole race in itself is a joke. Like, I don't understand why they can just let anyone run for presidency that was born in America. Like, yeah, you were born in America, but do you know anything about politics?
Well, I mean, I don't think America should be letting dumb people get this far.
Yeah.
That's
and
my
like
biggest
his Donald Trump's disapproval rating keeps going up, and everyone's like, "Oh, I hate Donald Trump," and he keeps winning.
Yeah.
So either someone's talking out their ass, or everyone's just saying it as a joke.
I don't know.
Like,
I think people aren't educated enough, so they just go with the names they know and they vote for that person. Well, not all people, but a lot of people.
A lot of people.
Like inner city people
just
do.
Inner city people.
Well,
Lawrence.
Well, yeah, like people who don't maybe have the money to own a TV or something, they just vote for whatever name they heard.
Like a lot of people are like, "Oh, Donald Trump's going to run the country like a business." Well, let's look at his records as a business, because as far as I know, his company went bankrupt.
Yeah.
He opened Trump University, and that went down the shitter, and there are lawsuits for that.
Mm-hmm.
There were at least 2 of his hotels that people invested money into and were planning on living at, or whatever, resorts or whatever they were, and those went down the shitter. Mm-hmm. Like, a lot of things he's put his grubby little hands on just die. Like,
grubby
like the rat that's on his head.
Oh,
that he calls
I don't
hair.
know. I kind of do like his hair.
Why? Because it wafts in the wind.
Yeah, it just looks cool, kind of.
I mean, I guess. It's interesting though.
Apparently, he has a big hair, and apparently he has a big dick too. I guess.
I mean,
but I don't know
what
if
is
I
he like
believe that.
67?
Like,
I don't know if it still works.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't still work. Did you hear what he said? He said something along the lines of, "If I were a young man, I'd be willing to date my daughter," which obviously means fuck my daughter.
Yeah.
That's so fucked up. Why would you even say that? Then again, say it in public and have people hear you.
And then, like, remember when he said the thing about, like, going after the ISIS family members? Like, that's literally a war crime. Like, he's advocating a war crime. Like, I don't understand what makes him think that that's okay.
He's definitely gonna be if he wins, he's gonna be the most entertaining president.
Yeah, he's
in a long
69.
time. 69. I get it.
So I don't understand how he thinks anything he has down there still works.
I'm surprised he's that old. I thought
he was born in 1946.
Wow.
Oh, look at that. The picture is Trump attending a town hall meeting at Pinkerton Academy.
Oh, really?
That's the one they're using on the Wikipedia page.
That's kind of cool.
Huh. That's interesting.
I don't think I've ever actually been to Pinkerton before. Like the actual building.
I have. I went there for a like, what was it? It was a play that it was some stupid musical.
Oh, yeah.
I hate those so much.
I don't like plays.
I don't mind them, but musicals bother me because it's like just singing all the time.
Yeah, plays are just overly dramatic for me.
Yeah,
I can't get into
Didn't
it.
you do that thing when they were doing the one-man play? Tell that story.
What
was that story?
Alright, so in like 7th grade, there was this one-man show thing where this guy came with props. And actually, he was pretty good, but so there was this like jump scare where he had this prop kind of like he screamed at the whole audience. And so it was a few people kind of like made noises, but I like screamed at the top of my lungs. And yeah, it was pretty noticeable.
That was
it was a high-pitched girl scream. It wasn't just it was like
That was like funny. when we saw Krampus and the jump scare happened at the end of the movie and everyone screams and 5 seconds later I went, ah!
Yeah, exactly.
That movie was
interesting.
Quite the movie. Quite the artistic masterpiece.
I had fun watching it, that's for sure.
Did you see that the people are still like, remember all that stuff that happened at Chipotle with like neurovirus and all of the birds and shit? People are like, they were interviewing people on the streets like...
People didn't care, right?
Yeah, people didn't give a shit. Like, they were like, they're like, so there's E. coli in the food, there's norovirus, there's a bird living inside the thing, and the manager actually said they went and talked to him about the bird living in the building.
Yeah.
And they asked him about it. He's like, yeah, I know about it. It's just always there. That's exactly what he said. And they said, well, you're going to have to get rid of it. They came back the next day. It was still there.
Yeah.
Just chilling out.
I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of like fast food places do that, though, and we just don't know about it.
Yeah.
Or people just don't care because they assume like McDonald's is gross anyway.
Yeah. Like, why? Like, I ate Chipotle once.
Never had Chipotle.
I'm never going back there again. Because now that that's publicized, like, if you know about it, why would you continue to go? Like, if you know you can literally die from eating that, like, I know you can make that same argument with, like...
the chances are slim, but still.
You can make the same argument with, like, people smoke cigarettes or drink and they could die, but you know that going into it. When you're eating somewhere and you don't know that there's literally bacteria from someone's shit in your food, from E. coli, in your food... You can't know that because no one told you. When you drink or something or you smoke, everyone goes, you could die if you do this too much. Mm-hmm. You could die if you smoke too much. Yeah. You know that going into it. No one says, hi, welcome to Chipotle, we shit in your burrito. Like, no one does that.
Shit, they should just put that, just as a joke, they should definitely put that on the menu. Like, shit burrito.
They should make that their slogan. Well, Chipotle, we shit in our burritos. It's like, why? Why would you do that?
It would at least taste good.
When I had it?
Yeah.
It was like 5 years ago.
Oh. Well, if it tastes good, it's all worth it, I think.
I don't know.
kidding.
Like, I mean, I've never actually gotten food poisoning or anything from eating anywhere.
Either.
Like, my brother used to, like, we'd go, every time we go to visit my grandmother, we'd go to the 99 restaurant, and he'd get the same thing every time, and he'd get food poisoning every time.
That's just either
It was
bad luck or his
it was at the
body is
same
sufficient.
99 restaurant every time.
Oh.
And he just threw up every time. He'd eat it and be like, oh, that was great, and then we'd go back to her apartment, and he'd be like, oh my god, I'm gonna die.
That sucks.
Like, it was, one time it was really bad. But it was actually quite funny.
Food poisoning doesn't sound fun to me, personally.
I don't.
I like how we started talking about, just for this tab, we started talking about Obama, and now we're talking about Chipotle and food poisoning.
Food poisoning, yeah. It's kind of off the rails, but
That's good, though.
That's how it works.
It's the new vibe.
Yeah, it is vibe.
We're creating a new,
You just gotta vibe.
just gotta go with it. Live in the moment. Go with that.
So I'm finally doing it on Saturday, and then I can go to the DMV.
Cool.
I just need they want 2 proofs of identity, and I have my birth certificate, but I can't find my social security card, and I need both of them.
Oh.
So I'm gonna have to find that before I can go and get my license.
I don't know anything about that stuff.
I don't know why they want 2 proofs, because I'm pretty sure your social security number is a pretty good example that it's you.
Yeah.
And a birth certificate's pretty good too.
So
and your parents with their license saying that this is my kid should be enough.
3 pieces of evidence.
Like, if your parents have their license and it says this is my name, blah 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 blah, and you're already in the government system, and you go, this is my kid, that should be enough.
Well, yeah, I guess. Well, maybe birth certificate.
Birth certificate and saying it's your kid should be enough.
Yeah,
like,
I get that. There must be some reason behind it.
It's just got to be so you can't say I have 12 kids, I'm getting them all licenses or something.
I don't know, maybe.
I mean, I don't know. It's kind of like, just, it's weird how many loopholes they make you jump through to get things through the government.
It's literally just a freaking driver's license. Which sounds kind of like a big deal now, but 5 years down the road, it's just a driver's license.
Yeah. And to be fair, I'm not going to listen to that thing about only having one person, non-family member in the car.
Oh, no. It's fucking... Well, Jacob cared that one time.
I know, but, like, it doesn't make any sense. Like,
yeah.
So you're telling me I could have 12 of my family members in the car, but as soon as I have 2 friends, then there's an issue.
It doesn't make
like,
sense.
it doesn't actually make sense.
It's probably because they think, oh, the parents of this kid could sue or something.
Probably, but like...
Which, I mean, they probably could. Actually.
I just don't understand, like, why... Because some woman, like, his family members will sue each other, because some woman, like, her little nephew went to give her a hug, and he jumped into her arms or something, and it sprained her wrist, and she sued him. She sued him.
It's so fucking stupid.
Like, she actually sued him. And I was
so
like, it's a 4-year-old kid who is excited to see you, so he jumped into your arms and sprained your wrist.
Was it not like was it an in-law or something?
No, it was her nephew.
It was literally her. Oh.
It wasn't an in-law. It was her nephew. It was like
an in-law.
It was like her sister's kid.
That's just don't talk to your sister, whoever that mom was.
And I think it was for like a pretty substantial amount that she tried to sue them for. I don't know if she won, but
she better not have won, for crying out loud.
What do you think about the whole Aaron Andrews thing with the guy? Do you hear about that?
What is it?
Do you know who that is? Aaron Andrews.
Not
the female the female sports person.
I've probably seen her, but I don't know her. Really.
She's tall and blonde.
Yeah, I've definitely seen. Well, I guess they're all tall and blonde.
Yeah, but so basically, she was at a hotel room, and some guy called looking for her and told the hotel, he was like, yeah, I'm part of her team. What room is she staying in?
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, can I get the room right next to her? And the hotel was like, sure. So he like took a camera into the peephole, like to the hole that you can see out of, and was like recording her naked.
Oh.
And she sued him for $75 million. And she was awarded $55 million, and the hotel has to pay half of it, but he has to pay half of it, and he does not have that money. Exactly. So she's probably only gonna get like 22 and a half.
But still, getting $22.5 million because someone videotaped you naked, that's pretty crazy.
I think she said she was gonna donate the money anyway.
Oh yeah, I mean if you're gonna donate it, that makes sense.
I think it was more of a making a point thing about don't be a dickhead.
Yeah.
Versus
true.
I want money.
Although the hotel should take definitely partial blame because why the fuck are you giving just a random
why
guy
are you giving like
the room next to like
a
celebrity?
She was on a I can't remember what TV show she was a judge on or something, or she was a co-host on the Dancing with the Stars or some shit. But like she's somewhat a celebrity, and you're just like giving out her hotel information.
Exactly.
To like random like if he was really a part of her team, why would he have to call to know which room she was in? Like you wouldn't have to call.
Well, the hotel shouldn't have believed it.
Yeah.
And that guy, I mean, the guy's obviously fucked up, but you should probably expect that there's.
You seen a picture of him? He's so creepy looking.
Yeah.
It's actually hilarious.
I'm sure. Ted Cruz creepy or?
I think it's like more like homeless creepy.
Oh, okay.
Like,
what if it was both? Like an unshaved, ungroomed Ted Cruz. That'd be the scariest guy.
Just walking around like like a gorilla, like like just hunched over. I remember that reminds me of a video I saw that there were these kids standing in front of the glass at a zoo, and the gorilla's like watching them, and they're taking a picture, right? And the gorilla charges up to the glass and smashes it, and it cracks the glass.
Oh shit!
And that's like 2.5 inch thick glass.
That's pretty creepy.
And he runs up and just smashes it, and it cracked it.
That's so scary.
And he just ran into it, and it cracked.
That'd be the scariest thing.
Like the
I'm
gorilla,
scared of gorillas either way.
The gorilla, if that gorilla had busted out of there, it probably would have killed everyone in that room, just because it can. Like that chimp or whatever that ripped that lady's face off.
Oh yeah.
Did you see what they did? Like when it came
the
out
aftermath,
after?
Yeah.
It didn't look
and
like.
I heard the phone call too. Did you hear that?
No.
It was terrifying. There's this girl. She's like, I'm locked in my car. There's a chimp eating some lady outside, and you can hear the chimp and screaming in the background. It's so creepy.
I mean, they said it's hard to do like face transplants and shit, but it didn't really look like they did that good of a job.
Yeah.
Because their face kind of looked scary.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know they did what they could, and I'm not a surgeon, so I don't know how difficult it is. But I just literally rather wear like a mask or something at that point.
Oh yeah.
Or like
just don't go outside.
Yeah. Just live inside.
Sucks, but I mean, hey. Or just deal with it. if you don't care about if that happened to me, I'd just be like, fuck it. I don't care if you feel uncomfortable.
I don't care.
I need to get my groceries, okay?
I need to get my groceries. Get the fuck out of my way. I know I scarred your little kid with my face, but I don't really care. What is this?
Oh my god, I got Juno for all on my socks. That's
like
the definition of
my
most
friend
people I know.
Nick, who he has family in Canada, and he was talking to them about like Donald Trump and stuff, and they were like, just come here, just come live here, because they were like, it's going nowhere. You guys are so screwed. Because it's like, I still don't understand how they can just let someone with no political background run for office like president. Like
technically, Ben Carson doesn't really have political background either.
Yeah, but he dropped out. So.
Yeah, and I actually didn't mind him compared to the others.
I mean, he said something stupid
about Muslims. Yeah, he did say that, but like compared to some of the other stuff the other people are saying, it's pretty soft.
As far as I know, John Kasich hasn't said anything stupid yet.
I haven't. Has he said anything yet?
Barely.
All? I don't think so.
He's kind of quiet, but I mean, he hasn't really said anything stupid.
Yeah.
So that's a plus.
Good. Essentially, like a bunch of dumbasses in a classroom screaming at each other. Who would you pick? With the
teacher.
Who would you pick to be your your partner in class? You'd pick the kid who never talks.
Because he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, even if exactly. You hope he knows what he's doing, or she, because I'm not sexist.
Yeah. Although I'm not sexist, but I also don't understand like radical feminism.
Oh, it's so dumb. What was it? Women's Day? Did you see
my
Snapchat
International
story?
Did you? I said something like, I was like, wow, this is kind of. I was like, it's
pointless.
Oh, it was also. I said it's also National Clean Your Home Office Day, so shut the fuck up.
And you know what's really funny?
What?
And I'm not kidding. This is apparently true according to something I saw online. Is National Women's Day or International Women's Day is on the same day as, I forget what it was called. It's like Be a Bitch Day or something. Literally,
Yeah,
the
it's
same
also
day.
the same day as Clean Your Home Office Day.
Yeah.
And Free Pancakes Day at IHOP. So, I don't know, like... See, my problem with, like, this International Women's thing is, like, you make it weird by pointing it out. Like, if you didn't point it out, people would just be like, yeah, women are normal people. But when you have to, like, go out of your way to say that there's a day specifically for women, then it makes it, like, weird.
I think the thing is that all men are rapist pigs, and we should recognize that females are far superior.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously.
Obviously, that's where we're at. I mean, there's a dick on my wall right now, so...
Yeah. I just like raping women so much.
Yeah, you just gotta overpower them. That's
Right.
what it's all about.
You know, there are women who think, like, when men sit with their legs open, it's because they want to show off their dick. Women actually think that. It's so stupid.
And unless you're packing some serious heat, when you stretch your pants out, you don't see anything.
Yeah.
So...
I'm packing some serious heat.
Yeah.
That's a great quote.
It's like a Tino quote.
Guys can't get...
My African American
comfortable.
cohort.
Yeah.
We should have Tino on.
Oh, Tino. We should have everyone on.
Yeah.
Turn this into a giant party.
We just need to get everyone to agree not to start yelling over each other.
Exactly.
Well,
I think we should have like one or two people at a time, not like...
We can have that. Everyone. But I mean, like, if someone's going on like a tangent and they're like talking, like, you can have a couple people say something over it, but you can't have someone start going like... You know what?
Yeah.
Like, over the other person.
Like, I think if we had Matt on, that might be troublesome.
Yeah. It's going to become a shouting contest. It's not like Matt does anything anyway. He just skis.
Yeah, that's true. But I feel like Matt has very strong political opinions that
are unfounded, and he has no evidence to support.
Yeah, well, sometimes.
Because none of us really know what we're talking about.
I'll admit, I'm not going to, like, get in a political conversation with someone because I don't know that much about politics.
Yeah, I'll 100% agree with that.
Despite the fact that we're talking about politics, like, right now.
The fact that
whatever,
we're talking about
just
politics,
ignore that.
I don't know a lot about it, so if someone says, like, Bernie Sanders, whatever, blah, 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 and they have all these facts, I'll be like, okay, well, I don't know anything else, so I guess I'll take your word for it. Because I'm not gonna pretend like I know what I'm talking about, because I don't.
Yeah.
So...
And it's annoying when people who obviously have no idea what they're talking about pretend that they know what they're talking about.
Yeah, that shit's the worst.
I try and educate myself to the point where I know at least who is
an
idiot
and who
isn't an idiot. Yeah.
Like, there are people that are, like, that think, like, they know everything, and that, like, infuriates me. Because it's like, why do you pretend? Mm-hmm. Like, it's like they fooled themselves so much that they actually believe they're always right now. Yeah. It goes with that for everything. Like, if I remember someone asked someone out a long time ago in, like, freshman year or something, and they went out with them for 3 days because they felt bad. And I was like... Oh, I've heard about that. Yeah, I was like, honestly, I'd rather you say I don't want to go... Like, in my opinion, at least, this didn't happen to me, but I'm just saying, I'd rather you say I don't like you than just pity me and go out with me for 3 days because you feel bad. Yeah. Like, that seems so much worse to me. That someone feels that bad that they just went out with you because they think you're pathetic. Like, seriously? Yeah, I get that. Maybe, I don't know. Don't think for other people or you know, your social group. Think for yourself, please. Yeah. And nobody does that. At least at school, and I know I'm just talking about fucking school, and that's not really significant in the real world. But well, a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people base everything they do off of what everyone else does. A lot of people base their whole lives on what is everyone else going to think. Yeah. Instead of what do I want. Right, and what do I need to do. Because, like, if you, like... I want to be successful when I'm older, so I want to be a, like, neurologist, but, like, no one else does that. Like, that doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. Mm-hmm. Just because other people don't do it. Like, I feel like literally probably close to half the people who go to college don't actually care about... They don't care about the career they're choosing. They just go to college because everyone goes to college. Yeah. Like, I feel like... Like, I don't want to go to college if I have no idea what I'm going to do. Or what I like to do anyway, at least. I want to know my
at least a rough draft of what my career choice is gonna be before I actually educate myself. Like
Vinny
with
said
money.
Vinny said 2, but he said the word like the
What?
number 2. Like he said, "I'll show you something too," and he didn't say TOO.
You're texting Vinny?
No, it was
Oh.
on someone's Instagram. I've talked to him before though.
Yeah, I have too, but no.
He's in my gym class.
He's funny. I like him.
Yeah. He just needs to get a better grasp because he's from Brazil.
Yeah.
So he needs to get a better grasp on the English language.
Yeah.
And it's not like it's easy because it's easy for us
it's
because we
hard.
grew up speaking it.
Oh,
but when
yeah,
you
no.
look at all of the bullshit like there, and all those things, like it's not easy.
It's considered. I think
One of the hardest
someone told me
languages.
it is literally like the second hardest language to learn. And I
Next to
wouldn't be
probably like traditional Mandarin Chinese.
surprised. Yeah.
And that's just because they're like 26,000 characters or something stupid
Yeah.
like that. I mean, I don't even. Will was So we went to look in a haunted forest in like Athol,
I
Massachusetts.
think you told me this. Yeah.
No, this was
Oh, a different one?
2 days ago.
Oh, okay.
And we there was supposed to be like 7 gates of hell, and there was supposed to be like a clearing in the middle with like an altar and an abandoned house.
Mhm.
And we didn't get far enough in. We did pass through 2 of the gates, but if you scream from the center of it, no one can hear you.
Oh yeah, you told me about the place.
And we went there, and so we only got through 2 of the gates, and then we're making our way out. And as soon as we get out, Richard gets a call from his mom, and Will gets a call from the police. And they're like, "Is this Will too?" And they're like, and he's like, "Yeah." And they're like, "We found an abandoned car on the side of the road," and because we had parked our car on the side of the road because we
Yeah.
didn't know where else to put it.
Mhm.
So the cops showed up and they were like, "What are you guys doing?" And we're like, And Aiden, like, because Aiden has this happen to him all the time because he always goes to like abandoned places.
Mhm.
So he just knows what to do. So he like had his camera on him and stuff, and he was like, "Well, we went to this abandoned woods here, and it's supposed to be haunted, and I had my camera on me, and we were gonna take some pictures and stuff." And the cop was like, "Well, you guys know what a commune is, right?" And he's like, and we're like, "No, not really." He's like, "So," and the cop's like, "So basically, a bunch of people lived here that did whatever they want, and they didn't believe in laws and stuff, and they just did all the drugs they wanted, and they did whatever they wanted, and they used to just live in the woods here." And we were like, "Oh, okay."
That's
So
creepy,
Will,
kinda.
I
Someone
don't
could've
even
just
know how
killed
the
you.
cops got Will's phone number.
Yeah, he must have been in there somewhere or something. Did they? Was the car? Well, you probably should have locked the car. Did
We
they
did.
get into the car?
No,
That's fucking weird then.
I think
They must
Will's
have looked
mom
at the
called the
license.
police though, so she might have given him the number,
Oh, that could be it.
or they traced the license plate number and found it somehow. Because all of their numbers, all of his family's numbers start with 818.
Oh, that's
So,
a area code for like.
that's 603-818.
Oh, I thought you meant. I thought it was an. Oh,
No.
okay. I'm pretty sure it is an area code from somewhere though.
Probably. But so what? Speaking of almost getting killed, we did get. I told you we did get chased though, right?
Oh, was that the same?
That wasn't that time. That
Oh
was
yeah,
the first
yeah.
time.
You told me the first time.
So we went to where was it? Did I say where we were? It was like I don't know. It was like it was something with a B, someplace in Massachusetts, but it was a haunted forest. And I'm telling you, we were all hearing like screaming.
Yeah.
Like, I kid you not, I will show you the audio. There was like we walked not even 100 yards into the woods, and we heard like this blood curdling scream. And like
So creepy.
we keep walking, right, and we find a grave, and then we're trying to make our way back out, and we hear screaming that keeps getting closer and closer and closer. And then we turn a corner to go down, and some guy starts flashing a flashlight at us. He doesn't say a word, and then he starts chasing us. And then my friend Antonio thinks he ran by someone, and then he turns around and there's a guy with a machete standing in the woods, like watching us. And he chased us too.
That's so creepy.
And we were all
Cults
running.
and stuff, or the creepiest thing.
Like, he had a machete. It was, then it turned out they were watching us the entire time.
That's so. You guys literally could have almost died.
Yeah.
Like, you know those.
And the whole time running back to the car, we were all like, the car's gonna be on fire, or the car's gonna be gone, they're gonna be standing where the car was, and we're all gonna die.
That's so fucking. You know those like YouTube channels or like Reddit posts or
Like-
the YouTube channels that read the creepy internet
The
stories.
creepypastas?
No, not even creepypastas, but the true or
Are the
True with
quote unquote true
quotations.
stories?
yeah, which some of them sound like they actually could be real, and some of them have like actual like links to
Like news
articles, so
articles
you
and
know
stuff?
they're true. But that sounds literally just like it would be in one of those videos. It's like a real life terrifying experience.
Yeah, like seriously, I like, and because I was at the back of the group, so right before the guy started chasing us with the flashlight, there's a huge puddle on the ground, and we're on like the edge, and Dylan and Antonio are like trying to figure out whether they're gonna run through the puddle or try to find a way around it, and I was like, just fucking go. There is a guy chasing us, and you're deciding whether or not to get your shoes wet. Like, really? We're gonna die.
Sounds like
And-
something in a horror movie. Like, I don't want to get my shoes wet.
Like, I was like, we're gonna die right now, and you're worried about getting your shoes wet. And the whole time before that happened, this kid Dylan's trying to make noises to scare everyone, and then he goes, "You guys might want to keep walking." We're like, "Why? What's wrong?" He's like, "I just farted." Like, he just kept. Oh, and then the other night when the cops showed up, Will literally he was farting so bad it smelled like a fucking carnival stall.
Carnival stalls.
Like, it was
I know what you're
so
talking about,
bad. Like Aiden was like gagging.
How? Will is literally like
It was
tiny.
I know, but it was
he
so
must have-
bad. And Richard was like, and they went out to get Mexican food before.
Oh, that's
So
probably.
Richard was like, "This is the last time I take you to get Mexican ever." Like, it was bad. And Will like tried to keep the windows from going down.
Oh God. Remember Cam Priestley? I'll probably edit out his last name, but Cam Priestley used to fart all the time on the bus.
Like, from China that like. So I got my dad like this keychain, like, because he races bikes. So I got him like this little bike guy keychain, and I ordered it from China in like December on like the 17th, and it didn't get here until like January 27th. And I was like, "Oh my good God!"
Well, I mean, it is from China, to be fair.
Yeah, but it shouldn't have taken
month.
over a month.
Yeah.
It was like a month and 10 days. It was so bad.
Shoot.
And he thought he thought I either didn't order it or I got screwed over. I was like, "No, I'm telling you, it's coming."
You guys should have had a bet, like, it will come, it won't come, it will come.
And then I sold something on eBay, like an old game that I don't play anymore. And the guy was like, the game hadn't gotten to him yet, and he's like, "I want a refund." And I was like, "I gave you the tracking number. It's in the mail and already like halfway there. I'm not refunding it." Because I was like, "It's in the mail. What do you want?"
Yeah.
Like, I have a tracking number for it, and it said it was, like, almost there. So, like, why are you asking to have it refunded?
Should we read the last article? Or
Sure.
no?
Sure.
It is like one of the most funny.
Oh, yeah. So, a pro-gun activist is accidentally shot by his 4-year-old son. So, let's see what this says. A Florida woman known for a strong pro-gun stance was shot accidentally by her 4-year-old son, authorities said.
Haha,
Jamie Gilt was taken to the hospital after the Tuesday shooting. They called it a shooting.
Well, I mean,
I mean,
by
it is, but, like,
definition-
it sounds way worse than it is. She was sitting in the driver's seat and he was in the back seat behind her. He shot straight through. The bullet entered her lower back and exited through her abdominal area. It went through her, and we recovered the round inside the vehicle. 45 caliber.
Okay, there's two types of pro-gun activists. Most of them are okay. They're just like, I like guns, keep them legal, which I kind of agree with. And then there's the ones who are crazy and let their 4-year-old kid have a
Yeah,
pistol
look
in
at
the
this
backseat.
quote. Even my 4-year-old gets jacked up to target shoot with the 22. How did this kid shoot a 45 caliber gun and not take his
Yeah,
face out?
exactly. That's
Like,
what
the
he
kickback,
must have.
like the kickback must have just, like, knocked him out. Like, that's a 45. Like, that's substantially big as far as I know. Let's see.
Or he's just a jacked.
4-year-old?
Yeah.
Let's see how big the guns are for 45 cal. That's the bullet. That was a pretty big bullet.
Yeah. That would definitely do damage if it went for
It just shot him. She just shot him. The kid just shoots her in the back.
Maybe he thought it was like a Nerf or a gun or something. Like a water gun.
A Nerf gun. That would be a great excuse. Mom, I thought it was a super soaker. I swear.
Well, he wouldn't be
The orange tip came off.
That's actually a thing for like airsoft guns.
Yeah. I remember some guy tried to rob a store, and then the clerk realized that it was a plastic gun. He was like, dude, get the fuck out. Like, he was seriously like, you have a plastic gun, get out of here. And he didn't give him anything. He's like, no, it's real. And he was like, really? Because I can see the logo on the side, and I can tell it's plastic. And the guy just kind of left.
The best videos are the videos of, like, really badass, like, you know, convenience shop owners beating the shit out of robbers.
Some like 60-year-old woman was running a convenience store, and the guy comes in with like a knife, and she had like a wooden club behind her, and she takes out the wooden club and just beats the shit out of him with like a wooden club.
I'm 70, I have nothing to lose anyway.
I have nothing to lose. I'm 70 years old. Take a club to the mouth.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, some of these people, I like have you ever watched The World's Dumbest?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Have you seen like the criminal edition?
Yeah.
It's so funny.
There's one guy crawling through the roof.
I know, and he falls through. That's so amazing. Yeah. Like, how do you think, like, I don't know what that's, I think it's like some sort of particle board or something. You know what I'm talking about? Like the ceiling panels that you can move. Uh-huh. Like, it's not like particle board like wood, but it's made of some like particle shit.
Yeah.
And like, it's clearly not strong, so I don't know what you think you're doing crawling on it.
Was it like a metal, I thought he was in like a vent or something.
No, there was one of those, but I'm talking about there was a different one where he was crawling on one of those things.
How does that even hold you up for more than like 3 seconds?
I don't know. Because he was probably more on like the metal supports that hold him in place, probably.
Yeah.
And then he put himself too much on the panel and it just fell in. Like, it's really bad. Like, some of these people are really stupid.
It's funny though.
Yeah, it's for our amusement.
That's why the show exists. Ironically, it's on True TV, which has some kind of stupid shows.
Yeah, Carter was watching Tosh.0. My mom walks in, and she was like, "What is this?" And I was like, and she was watching part of it, and I was like, "Mom, you watch Tosh.0?" And she's like, "No, this is weird." And I was like, "No, he's great." And she's like, "Some of the stuff he does with like other guys' penises is really weird."
Wait, who said that? Your
My mom.
I've never even watched Tosh.0, so I don't know.
Sometimes he makes he makes himself seem really gay,
even though he's not.
Yeah, I mean he could be bi. It's not really my business, but I don't really care.
Mm-hmm.
He'll make it like one of the episodes. They all took a Viagra, and then they sat there in sweatpants and watched 2 hours of gay porn and tried to see who would get the first boner, and no one got one. And
that's pretty funny.
I was like, I thought Viagra just made you get a boner.
I thought it did too.
I didn't know it was like it just kept it. I thought it just gave you a boner.
I thought it gave you one and kept it.
Yeah, I know. Because all of them took it. I mean, maybe they didn't take it. I don't know. It could have just been like a Tic Tac.
Wouldn't gay porn technically? I guess maybe not because it's too extreme. But like when you, I forget. I think it was Max told me this. When you see a dick, your brain connects penis with sex. So you automatically like get a little bit of a boner. That's
why would you think penis and then get aroused?
I don't know. That's what Max told me. And
that's
I was like,
Max trying to justify him watching gay porn.
Like, maybe. I don't know if it was Max. It was someone. And I was like, that might make sense. I can't.
It's someone trying to justify watching gay porn.
Although I guess why would there be another dick? I mean, maybe your own dick.
I know that's. Like it doesn't. That sounds straight up like trying to justify, like, I watch gay porn and I get boners because science, and not because I'm attracted to other men.
Well, actually, in terms of the way she teaches, I like her a lot. It's just some of her tests.
She's very weird.
Yeah, but I like
very eccentric.
Weird. I actually, literally every weird teacher I have.
Though.
Yeah.
Makes the class way more enjoyable.
She's not. Yeah, exactly. She makes me not bored, but at the same time, I'm actually kind of learning, which is rare actually.
Jabronis.
Oh, that's Gilbert.
I know. He used to when I had him last year, he made fun of Whitehead and Wilk all the time. Like, it was really funny.
Yeah, I'm sure he did. He makes fun of a lot of people.
It's kind of weird, and then like he said something. He like said something about someone looking good, and I was like, that's weird.
Dude, he was talking about gay sex the other day. It was weird.
What? Explain.
Okay, so did I show you this? Okay, so David made
Is
a
it
poster.
David's thing with the
Yes.
leprechaun?
It's yes. Okay, so he photoshopped
What was
Gilbert's
that?
face onto a leprechaun. He put a blunt in Gilbert's mouth. He had a picture of Hillary holding a box that says testicle lockbox. He has Osama bin Laden hugging George Bush in the background. Two gay straight out of prison guys. A giant fat dude laying in front of Gilbert. And then Gilbert's pot of gold is a bunch of protein shakes and stuff. It's so funny. And so Gilbert saw the two gay prison guys. I think there was like Bill Cosby and stuff in there too. And so Gilbert saw the two prison guys and he's like, "What? Gay sex?" And we got it on audio.
You did?
I think Chris Betts has it.
Oh my god.
It's he says, "Oh," and then one time some other guy was fixing his tie, and after he fixed it, Gilbert's like, "No homo." I'm like,
What?
Yeah.
What's that? What? How
I
does
guess
that apply?
fixing someone's tie is gay. I don't know.
How does that even apply? Like, I don't understand what no homo has to do with
And
fixing
it was a
someone's tie.
student, so he obviously
I
was
have to
kinda,
learn how to do that because I'm not good at it.
What, do a tie?
Yeah.
I did it once, and then I haven't touched it since because I don't want to fuck it
You
up.
don't want to fuck it up. I usually have my dad do it. I did it once and it was really bad. Like, I gotta learn how to do it
Well,
properly.
what I did was I just watched a YouTube video and I like went.
I know,
step
but
by
the
step.
problem is that when I watch the YouTube video, they're looking at it from this way and you're looking at it down.
That's true.
I mean,
That's why I like some videos are good at it and others are like. Well, one of them was like, do this and then you do this and then you go up here through here, side
sometimes
around
they don't even
down.
explain it. They're just like,
Yeah.
and then it's done.
And then other times they're like, okay, you do this, you get it? Okay, I'll do it again just so you know. Wait, one more time, and then they just keep doing the same move, and then they're like, they take 30 minutes to put on a fucking tie.
It's kind of strange how they just do it.
Yeah.
Like, it's gotta
I
be
get
just
it.
memorization.
I kind of get how to put on a tie. You like go across, you go up and under, you go across again, you go under, over, and then around, and then down through the loop, and then pull down. That's how you put it on, I think.
I know how to tie a noose. That's about it.
I
I'm just
don't know
kidding.
how to
I don't know
tie
how to
a
tie a noose. I know how to do a square knot. That's it. That's all I remember from. Because I did Boy Scouts for a year, and I remember how to do a square knot because it's right over left and under, and then left over right and under,
Yeah.
and that's a square knot.
I feel like a noose wouldn't be that hard to tie. Or to figure out how to tie.
Ethan knows how to tie one.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he does like Eagle Scouts and JROTC.
Alright, can we just take a note to just like, can you imagine porn on the screen?
Why?
Because it's huge.
Yeah,
It's
that's
a
true.
24-inch monitor.
I've never even thought about that. Like, watching porn on like a plasma screen TV. Or in a movie theater.
Have you? They do that.
Yeah,
though.
I know.
Are those still a thing?
You seen the movie Taxi Driver?
No. I want
And there was
to.
a scene where he takes his girlfriend.
To a porn
I won't
theater.
spoil it, but yeah, stuff happens.
They have sex.
No, they don't have sex.
Oh,
It's the
people
complete
die.
opposite of having
People
sex.
die.
People don't. Well, people die in the movie, but not in that scene.
Oh, okay. But all right. So this is interesting. One time I was my mom like I'll watch like her shows with her sometimes just because she liked to watch them with me.
Yeah.
So we were watching like Dog Whisperer or something, or like Cutest Dogs or some shit like that on Animal Planet, and I swear to God on my life I will put money on this. For 3 seconds on the screen flashes two like have you ever seen like thumbnails for like that weird 3D porn shit where it's like 3D animated,
I think
like
I
it's
have.
not like
Yeah,
hentai
yeah.
where it looks like anime, it's more
Yeah,
like
yeah, I
3D
know what you
models.
Yeah.
So for 3 seconds that's on the screen with two trannies that are 3D models fucking each other.
And it was like
It was
national
on the
television?
TV.
That's weird.
Like we were watching on Comcast on Animal Planet, and that shows up for like 5 seconds, and it felt like the longest 5 seconds of my
Did
life.
your mom notice?
Yeah, We were sitting next to each other watching
It
TV.
was like hacked or something, probably.
And she thought like Carter did something. She was like, Carter? And he was like, what? And
It's
she's like,
definitely North Korea.
like, it was the longest 5 seconds of my life. Because I'm sitting there with my mom, and then like 3D tranny porn comes on the screen.
Have you heard those stories of people who are like, yeah, so me and my mom went to the movies and we were wondering what to see. So we saw that new DiCaprio movie, The Wolf of Wall Street. Yeah, don't see that with your mom. Not a good idea. Those stories are funny.
I've heard stuff like that, yeah. Some of it gets really disturbing.
Yeah. Like, I think someone said a Serbian film is what they watched with their
Jacob
family.
Jacob Howard said he was watching like porn one time, and he was like, wow, that was really good. And then he looked at the description and said something like mom and son. He was like, oh my god!
That's hilarious.
He was like, why? Like he was
you would think it'd be like, oh mom, or something.
I know.
Like that.
But apparently it didn't do that, but it said it in the description. And he was like, no! He said like he threw his phone. And was like, no.
That's hilarious.
You were there for Krampus, right?
Yeah.
So remember when Jack and Will were trolling that furry and then he sent a picture of his dick?
Oh my god,
and then
that was so
Will
funny.
took the phone and he was like, no, we're done now. We're done. We're not doing that anymore. It was
so funny.
like...
That was bad. Did you hear the story that, you know the movie Zootopia? It come out, the Disney movie?
Yeah.
Apparently it's getting a huge furry attendance.
I wonder why.
Yeah, I know why.
Because it's talking animals.
You know the YouTube channel, yourmoviesucks.org?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did a review of that movie, and the first thing he says was...
Furries?
There were a ton of furries at my screening.
Like in the weird costumes?
Yeah, and literally
those
in
costumes
costume
are so
yelling and
cringe.
stuff.
Those costumes are so cringe.
Yeah.
Like, seriously. Do you see the kid that was, like, talking shit about Pyrocynical? You see that video? Like,
maybe.
the RAR kid?
I don't think I have, actually.
I gotta show you the video after. It was so cringy. Like, the kids... He said Pyro... Have you seen Pyro's intro?
Yeah, the regular show stuff.
Yeah, so the kid calls Pyro's intro gay, and this kid's intro is, I'm a T-Rex, rawr. And he does, like, the whole hand thing and everything.
Or, like, the gay.
And it's a guy. And he's, like, a 14-year-old, like, bisexual furry. Like, talking shit about Pyro. And telling him he should kill himself. And I was like, what?
Hermaphrodite. Yeah.
The Hermaphrodite kid. That's one of the best videos ever.
Aesthetic.
Oh my god. Aesthetic. It has a nice aesthetic. What did Vaporwave have to do with Fiji water?
I don't think it has any... I didn't know that.
He kept talking about Vaporwave. I was like, what does it have to do with Fiji water?
Maybe the edgy...
Maybe the edgy fedora kids.
It definitely has something to do with that.
And then he had those Joey Superfood review guy in there that Jacob showed us. Remember that?
Yeah, but then there's Dame Drops in it, which I will say this. I wasn't happy that he dissed Dame Drops.
Why?
I loved it.
Although he dissed that Joey guy way more than he dissed Dame Drops.
That's true.
Like he was like, remember he said these Dame Drops looks like he brushes his teeth.
Yeah, exactly.
The other guy had like yellow teeth.
That other guy's gross.
It looked like he... Alright, it's like 59 minutes. You want to wrap it up?
We should just finish.
Alright, so... Oh, wait, finish. Whoa.
But you know what I meant.
Alright, so thanks for listening. We'll be back...
The new vibe.
Another time.
Yeah.
We'll be back with more people too, so that should be fun.
Woo!
Goodbye.
Bye.